Hello everyone, and welcome to, I wouldn't say last, but welcome to the last video on my YouTube channel. Where to begin? Let's start off with why. Most of you are probably asking why I haven't uploaded for, for a while, roughly a week. The truth is, I was preparing for college. And as I'm recording this video, I am pretty much all set for college. There's a few things I still need to pack yet, but for the most part, I'm ready. I'm ready as I can. Got all my basic essentials, living supplies, and yeah. I won't lie, I'm still nervous, and yeah, I'm really nervous right now, and I don't know if you can tell that, but I just am because of, I guess, what the future holds for me. It's one thing for someone to say I'm moving from I'm going to from an elementary school to a middle school, or I'm going from a middle school to a high school, or a junior high to a senior high. But it's another thing for a person to say, I received my high school diploma, and now I'm going into the future. And there's a lot of different plans a lot of different paths that people can go on after high school. Some choose to stay on the workforce, or some choose to go straight into the workforce, which is, those jobs are available. Other people want to go into the workforce, but they need on-the-job training first, so they do that, and then they're on the workforce. Some people go to a tech school because it's either cheaper, or they just don't want to go to a four-year campus, and they either get their associate's or bachelor's degree. There are other people, most people like me, go to a four-year university and they find a career that they want, or they go there undeclared and hopefully they find a career. And then there are other people that choose to they go to a four-year campus, but they go above and beyond a four-year campus. Like, they go above and beyond a bachelor's degree, and they go for their master's or a doctorate because their job requires for them, and they become either a doctor, a pastor, or pretty much any other career that would need more education than a bachelor's degree. For me, though, I hope to get a bachelor's degree in computer science, so that's pretty exciting. And I just really like working with computers and all that. But my last words of advice are, my last words of wisdom and last two pieces of advice, which is kind of ironic, is I'm the one who's going to college. I should be getting advice, but the two things that I'm going to give you all is that you don't be afraid to use your skills, and don't be afraid to use your skills and go out and make a difference. What do I mean by that? Let's start off with skill set. Know your skills. That's where I'll start. Know your skills. And once you know them, use them. And if you don't know your skills, well, you're in luck. There's resources that can help define what your skill set is. But if you want to define on a personal matter, you should reflect on yourself. I think I've done this last year. I was in a religion class, and one of the things that we studied, and actually the resource that our teacher gave us, or the book she gave us, was A Cure for the Common Life. That was the name of the book, The Cure of the Common Life. And one of the things I can remember there is that throughout the whole entire book, it kind of defined who I am and what things I'm good at. One of the things I will recommend is that you just look back. Look at your childhood, look at who you are today, and look at what you could be in the future. Focus on those skills. And once you know them, use them. too often people in our society will, I shouldn't say, will compress, not compress, will try to tear down people and their skills. They'll say you should go to this career because it's more useful. You should go to this career because it's more useful. But the truth of the matter is, every single person is different. What I believe is that there is a creator that has created this universe, and not only that, he created each of us differently. Have you ever wondered why you're different from any other person? Have you wondered why you might be happy, or not happy? What's the better word? You might be really creative, really artistic, and you may see similarities, but they're not exactly like you. They're not as unique as you. That's why. So use your skills. The second piece of advice I'll give you is to make a difference. And you don't have to be a CEO or an important business person to make a difference. You don't even need to be a head of a company and just work through a plan to solve world poverty. While that is nice, and I do thank you for the people that are working at it, you don't need to do that. You can make a difference anywhere in your life. I remember a few times in my life, especially on YouTube, where there were people, they came to me and realized that they're struggling with an issue or something, and I listened, and I listened, and I basically said, yeah, I understand what you're going through because I've gone through the same thing. Listen to other people, reach out. Don't be afraid to make a difference. Those are my 2 pieces of wisdom. At the end of this video, I probably say, at the end of every channel shutdown, I probably say, tell your friends and family about my channel. But the truth of the matter is, that's too prideful. Instead, God bless. And whatever happens, I know that my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ is with me, and He will guide me through. That's the whole reason I have the cross on my mask. And whatever happens to this YouTube channel, I can assure you, I will either end with a bang or come back with a punch. That is a guaranteed promise. Whether that means I have 1,000 subscribers or not, doesn't really matter, because that's what it's all about. Yeah. Oh, and one more thing. If somebody tells you you're not good enough, I want you to look them in the eye and tell them, I found my skill set. Where's yours? So, this is the end. The end for you, and the end for me. But it's not truly the end. The end is just the beginning of a new adventure that awaits. I wonder who said that. I think you already know who. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11.